This week in Module 5, it's all about financial reporting. First, for Tazewell County, we deal with the statement of activities. Second, for Tierney County, we look at the one worksheet approach. And then lastly, for Zuccaro County, we deal with the combining funds and the CAFR. Okay, in our first problem, problem 13-3, we're generating a statement of activities. This, of course, is best done using Microsoft Excel. This is a very unique format, which we'll explain on the later slides, and it's illustrated quite well in your textbook. Good luck on this one. Okay, before you start number crunching on problem 13-3, make sure you read pages 529 to 535 in the textbook and look at illustration 1311. On the statement of activities, the first of three sections is on the upper left. Notice that the programs are listed, the expenses and revenues for the program, first by primary government, then by business type activities. We move to the second of three sections, which is on the upper right-hand side. This is dealing with the primary government, and we're dealing with both governmental and business type activities. And finally, the third section of the statement activities is on the lower right, and that's the general revenue section, and then ending up with the changes in net assets. So in pulling it all together, we have this slide which combines all three sections. This example, and I know it's hard to see here, can be seen in full detail on page 531 of your textbook as an example of the format to be used. Here's a second and even more comprehensive example of the statement of activities. So here's a second example of format on page 534 in your textbook. You'll need this also when you, not just this for this homework, but when you complete your final project 1 work. This is a good reference as well. Okay, just one last bit of help here for problem 13-3. This is what your solution is going to look like. Of course, I've blacked out the answers, except for a few key subtotals that might help you in making sure you're on the right track with this problem. Good luck. In our second problem this week, we deal with Tierney County, and this is known as the one worksheet approach. This is actually in Appendix 14.1. Remember, we'll use this same approach in the final Project 1, so make sure you read that Appendix 14.1 on the use of one worksheet. Okay, so this worksheet is a worksheet to derive governmental activities. I know you can't possibly read it here on the screen, but this is on page 580 and 581 in the appendix for chapter 14. This is a great example. Okay, in this problem, we're asked to prepare a balance sheet conversion worksheet to derive governmental fund activity. We're given the post-closing trial balance, additional information, post-closing fund information, and asked to do the balance sheet conversion worksheet. As mentioned earlier, there's 4 components. First, we're given the pre-closing trial balance. Second, we're given some additional information. I know you can't read it here, but you'll find it in your textbook. Some basic information that you also need to complete the worksheet. And I just wanted you to note that the following problem is related to this one as well, although you're not required to do it. That's problem 14.6. And then lastly, I just wanted to give you an idea of the format of the worksheet, the balance sheet conversion. Again, I've blocked out the answers, and hopefully you can enlarge down to see some of the key totals on the bottom of this. So this problem has 2 parts. First, you're just asked to list information about the combining funds, and then secondly, just to give some column heading descriptions for the financial report. Hey, thanks for your attention on this video. As always, I appreciate your comments and feedback and suggestions. And I did want to let you to introduce Cricket. This is my puppy Cricket, and he was very active in this video. We had a bad thunderstorm here this evening, and hopefully he didn't distract too much.